Hello, people of the earth, and welcome to a video where I'm just gonna talk about a lot of stuff. Or I'm just gonna do this for the next half an hour. This is fun. Self-isolation hasn't done anything to me, I swear. Down to business. I'm not going to have a leg or a notepad of knowledge if I keep doing that. So yes, there's a lot of things I want to talk about. If the length of the video intimidates you, then fair enough. But to make it convenient for you guys, I've topicalized the whole video, or going to topicalize the whole video into different sections, and I will put time codes in the description, in the video description of when each thing starts, depending on what you want to listen to. Unless you want to sit here in your self-isolation mode as well and listen to me go on about everything I've got on the list, no problem. We're here for the long run. So, yeah, just to cap things off, there's ASF stuff to talk about, which will be starting pretty darn soon after I've done this, because I was meant to make a video about me making the one night only event, and that didn't happen. It's happening now. And also, I want to talk about the Sonic movie. I'll put a time code in the video now, as well as the description, so you can jump to that time if you want to see me talk about that. I want to address the last live stream I was playing with Doom Eternal, just a quick thing, but I'll put the time code in it for that. Now, there it is. And also I want to talk about Chatty Ackies. So that'll be another topic, and the time code will go in there. It's also in the description, don't forget that bit. And also I want to talk a little bit about Mario Maker 2, so there's time code for that there, which will be at the end of the video. So that's everything I'm going to cover. So let's start off with ASF stuff. Right. So yeah, ASF. I'm gonna deactivate my stupidness in a minute. No, I want to talk about me just using the new computer for. Also, do you like the scenery? Light. I want to talk about that. Just making it on the new computer, and also I have a new set of rules, so then things aren't going to go as havocy. They may turn out to be a bit shit because of it, but less havocy to make. So as you know, or don't know, but if you did watch the ASF, the one night only event, Night of the Unique, you'll know that my old computer died, like kaput. He's still over there, but I'm going to throw him out the window next. You're next. He's over there. But the new computer was just, I was guessing it was going to be so much easier, but I was... And I've got a new policy for recording stuff, because I wanted this to be pretty much on the date that I said it was going to come out. The only reason it was a day delayed was because I thought of an idea to do with the video while I was making the video, so I didn't precede that expectation. But it came out a day after I announced it would come out, so I'm proud of that. Because that was on target, if not for the new thing that I thought up as I was making it. And of course ASF Smashdown is still to be made. We've got to end off season 1. We're still in it. Many people may be thinking we've left season 1. No, it's still here. We need an ending to season 1 that's more positive than Mr. AKI screwing everyone over. That's not an ending to season 1. It's got to end up on a positive note. Spoilers. Yeah, that's still to come, but I've got lots of exciting stuff leading up to that. I'm looking forward to it. I have been looking forward to it. I've been looking forward to it. People may be assuming that I've lost interest in ESF. I haven't. It's just fucking hard to make. But I'm still so hyped about it. I want to make it so bad. And I'm already brainstorming loads of ideas for season 2, and I've come up with loads, and I'm like, I want to do that. So it's gonna be done. But with the new computer now, it's gonna be fucking amazing. Amazing. As you saw with the one night only event, obviously everything's going to be a bit more higher quality in terms of visuals, but who cares about that? It was good enough anyway. But yeah, also the little nameplates that I've got at the bottom of the screen now for characters' entrances, I will be doing those. That was the idea that came while I was making the video. I'm like, hang on a minute, I've got really good editing software now, so I just like, right, really quickly brush up a nameplate, and let's just stick the logo there and do some fancy things over here with purple, blue, and whatever, and put the name there, and that was it. So that was what took up the extra time. That took an entire day to make, oddly enough, believe it or not, because I had to think of the design of it, because I wanted it to look decently good, but you know, it was a rough. And then I had to put all the individual names and space them out into the areas, and then put them into the entrances in the first place. You had to find the key element when it would come up in the game of when it showed up to when to put it in the video. So it was like intricate. But it would be a lot easier afterwards, because I will make better looking nameplates. They won't be the best, but they'll be better looking than the one you saw. I might even make them slightly animated. I've got a vision for the raw one to have like lights going around it, like this. Like, you won't hear the tick 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 noise, by the way. That's just to show movement. This is me moving. So yeah, so I've got ideas for that. And then there will be hard grilled into the entrances. I'm recording every entrance as we speak currently for both Raw and Smashdown events, so every person gets an entrance in both shows, so now I don't have to do them ever again. And then I put the nameplate in, and I save the video with the nameplate in, so I won't have to edit the nameplates in going forwards. When I make more shows, I'll only have to be doing that for the big events when we do it on a different stage, because I'll be damned if I'm going to record every entrance for every pay-per-view event until it comes up, because that's going to delay stuff as well, and I have to come up with more designs. So for now, I'm just doing that. We're also doing, I've had also, of course, as you know from the disaster of the old computer dying, I only put files that are temporary on to the hard drive of the computer, whereas everything majorly important, like matches and events and entrances, and even though I'm going to re-record them and stuff like that, and entrance music and whatever, is all stored on my external hard drive, so that's all carried over onto the new computer, and it works, so that's great. So there's that. Also, in terms of recording matches, like I said, I have a new policy to help file down time, but may file down in quality because of that, but it's needed to be done. It's a necessary evil, and I put it to practice during this one night only recording event. Basically, I'm going to record the match 3 times, and if I don't get the required amount of good match or the wrong outcome of the match after 3 attempts, then I turn the difficulty down on the AI, which will result in almost a sandwich match and a squash match. I forget what match I had to do it for one night only, but I know I had to do it for 1 at least. I think it might have been the TLC match. Yeah, I think it was the TLC match. I had to, well, I recorded that 3 times and Bart won it twice, and I'm like, no, I need to stick to the winners, because this is a practice run for when, you know, for making the actual television shows, shall we call them. So I need to have the actual winner that I set out to have, because otherwise I'm just going to be going into the illusion that, yeah, it's fine, even though the person won that didn't want to win. That's not supposed to happen. So yeah, the difficulty will be turned down, so therefore the AI may be putting up less resistance. And it may turn into a bit of a squash, but otherwise, yeah. So that's my new recording policy, so I can get stuff done and on reasonably good time, because stuff needs to go out, and if the match quality is hurt because of that, I'm just gonna have to throw my hands up. Because the highest difficulty level on Day of Reckoning 2 is pretty darn good, and it does deliver some good matches, as you've seen. But if you turn it down, it's very one-sided. Suddenly the computer doesn't want to do stuff. Like a hard difficulty, the computer never hardly wants to counter anything. It never wants to do its finisher all the time, and if it does, it's a weird one. I need to cut down on the amount of finishes that all the characters have, because the computer is really random. It likes to, like, if you have a finisher in the turnbuckle that isn't the actual main finisher for the character, it'll do it anyway, or it'll do a back finisher, or if there's a character that has a grounded finisher like Tails, it won't hardly ever do it. So yeah, that's on the lower difficulty though. So yeah. Anyway, so that's the ASF stuff. So yeah, we're still recording lines. My Manic voice actor is happy because, of course, he's doing the whole gig of not doing anything. So he's happily re-recording all the lines that we did. Me and myself included, we've had to record all the lines because there was a lot of lines between me and him, of course, because it's the final episode with Manic on it. So spoilers. Yeah. So I hope you enjoy us doing it a second time when I release Smashdown, but I haven't got a date for it yet because I don't know how long it's going to take to do all those lines again, because it took a long fucking time to do all those lines. And then I've got to make sure I arrange them all in the correct order. We're going to name them better. I'm going to name them as numbers, because originally I had them named as the opening line. That's how I've always worked that system, is the opening line, so I know, right, that's what we got to start off with, that line, and that's what, but because it was pretty basic and specific. Now I'm going to number all the lines, so we're just going to say Manic line 1, Manic line 2, Manic line 3, or AKI line 1, AKI line 2, and then I know the order just about. I think I can work that one out. If I put AKI 1, Manic 1, AKI 2, Manic 2, whatever, and you know, it's complicated when filing names is fucking abomination. So hopefully things will go right, because I need to do this show real bad. So that's that. Good, I've been talking about that for that long. I sure do, Chatty Ackie. So yeah, I will keep you addressed. In a couple of weeks' time, hopefully I'll have a release date for Smashdown. So get excited, because it has been a couple of weeks removed now from the One Night Only event, and I'm making this 2 weeks after. So let's wait for another 2 weeks for me to get a clear reading of when I can release Smashdown, and then we're going for it. Because I've got to do everything. I haven't got to do the matches, luckily. The matches were saved for Smashdown that I did on the old computer. So you'll get the matches in the old quality, because I'll be fucked if I'm going to do them again. But still, it should be viewable. You might get a black border on the sides, I don't know. Because like I said, old quality, old computer, new quality, new computer, records and saves in HD and everything. So you got that. So there we go. But you got the matches there, and we'll have the promos. So nameplates and whatever. It's all good. All good stuff for the future. I love it. Yay. Woo. Good stuff for the future. Yay. Woo. Good stuff. Alright, and so that about wraps things up for ASF stuff. Now I want to talk about the Sonic movie. Not the old one, not the anime one. Even though I love that one, I don't know if I love it more than the new one. I see the Sonic movie. I don't know if that's news or not right now. When we were allowed to go out there, uh, into the open world. I went to the cinema by my stinking self because no one wanted to see it with me. And fuck you guys. And I went to go and see it, and I was impressed that they redesigned it. And then I read up how much it cost for the redesign, and I'm like, what? Either you don't know how to manage your money, or it was a big job to replace the old model with the new model of Sonic in the movie. So I'm here to advise everyone. The Sonic movie did come out to buy, but of course it's kind of hard to do that right now. But I have got it on the PlayStation Store. So if you can, wherever you are and whatever you've got, buy the Sonic movie if you haven't watched it, because I actually rather enjoyed it. It was one of those movies where you're like, oh god, this is going to be terrible, and then your expectations are slightly raised because they did a lot of good stuff in terms of content, that I wasn't expecting. So and they made Sonic's character a little bit more likable. I actually liked Sonic in the movie. I like him more than in the anime movie. That's saying a lot. So, you know, the land of darkness. Anyway. So, I advise them, and then to double back, because I want them to make a sequel. That's the other reason I wanted to make this, because I've just recently, today, found out that there are no plans for a sequel, but they're obviously keen to work with the characters and the environment, and I'm like, I want to give advice, even though they're probably not going to watch this video. I want the word to spread. I want them to make a sequel. Obviously they can't make it now, or if they did make it now, it'd be a fucking disaster. I say don't do what Sega does with Sonic and rush the job. Think things out with the characters and the story and the development, because now you're going to have Tails in there, and now you're going to have Jim Carrey as a more Robotnik looking Robotnik. Work with that, and you've got him in the Mushroom Planet now, and he's going to come back because he's still got the hair follicle or whatever. I was thinking they were immediately going to make a sequel from the ending of the Sonic movie. I'm giving out spoilers if you haven't seen it yet. But come on, if you haven't seen it yet, why are you fucking watching this? It's going to have spoilers in it, stupid. But I don't want them to make a sequel. Make it wait, because it was a big money. A lot of people I think bought into it, and as I said, I bought it on the PlayStation Network now. And then when life returns to normal and this house is not my prison, I need some bars up here or a brick wall. Then fucking work out the movie. You only need to have, don't fucking pander to fans saying, oh, I want Knuckles and I want Amy and I want Shadow and I want just, you've got Tails in there, you've got a Robotnik looking Robotnik, and you got Sonic in there. Work those characters out, flesh them out, make it like the games. Like they introduced Tails in Sonic 2, make the second Sonic movie about Sonic and Tails. Boom, boom. There. Don't throw in a Knuckles saying, and he's like, hi guys, I'm here because the fans requested it, or suddenly Shadow zooms in and says, I have no plot relevance whatsoever, I'm from Sonic Boom. I'm just here to be edgy, and the fans will go, whoa, he's in it. Flesh it out. Fucking, and then if you make a third movie, put Knuckles in there and make the movie about the island or whatever, about the Master Emerald or whatever. Just flesh it out slowly. Take time with this and put some care into it, because otherwise I will turn my back on you fast and you can say, gotta go faster. Because I was always skeptical about the movie, as you know. If you saw that video, I was like, oh my god. As if this series didn't need more backlash. but they've improved themselves. So stick with that formula, and you will get loads of money, and no one will hate you, which is a first in the Sonic universe. Make it possible. Fucking do that. So yeah. So I'm going to be buying the Sonic movie twice because, as I said, regrettably I've had to buy it because I just wanted to see it again, and I've convinced others to see it, and now they've seen it, and really, and I wanted to see it again. So, so I'm going to be buying it twice because, like I said, the amount of money they spent. I'm like, fucking hell, Jesus Christ! If they want to make a sequel, we got to support that. And they've got to support that too. Don't mean to say that we're going to throw away our money for a sequel if you're going to make it cheap and shit just for a cash grab. Don't make it a cash grab. You can make this a long-running series, and I would love it to be a long-running series. Make it a long-running series. Make a second movie with Tails in it. Make a third movie putting Knuckles in there. Make a fourth movie. Then you can put Shadow in it if you want. We can do the Sonic Adventure storyline. Maybe. Can you imagine what Big the Cat would look like in the Sonic movie? I tell you what, E103 Gamma would look fucking amazing. I can see that as an actual like robot that they could make. That'd be fucking awesome. But yeah, don't rush it is my advice. That no one's gonna watch, but hopefully spread the word, make your own video, do whatever. And say, don't rush the Sonic movie, otherwise you're gonna fuck up. Yeah. Are we all done with that? Good. Right, so that's that news. On to the next one. Doom live stream. So if any of you saw me play Doom Eternal last time for part 2, for its part 2 part of the live stream, I got majorly pissed off on the last hour of playing that game, but do not worry. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop playing it, even though I have said in the past now that live streams are for games that are fun and well constructed, and I do fucking hate the fact that they put this platforming element into Doom. Doom was never about platforming. When was Doom about platforming? So that's kind of fucked it up a bit. But that last segment that I did or didn't do, I must be seeing things way in advance, because the technique that I was using for that live stream was not the technique I should have been using. That's not the route I should have been using, but the waypoint is so confusing. It's saying you go here and use this. It's like, I can't use this, so I'm going to look for another way out. And luckily Helmet Boy came to save the day after that live stream and actually showed me where to go. It's you know the corridor where I found the weapon point or whatever the fuck it is, the guard, the holographic guard dude giving you the circly thing. There's a pathway near there that I completely missed because it's high above in the wall somewhere, and I'm like, how am I supposed to see that? So yeah, there's going to be some more questionable ranting about Doom Eternal when I play it next time, because now I'm on the skeptic scale of that game, if it's going to be any good, because I'm enjoying the shooting bit. Like I said, I enjoyed the shooting bit even if it was being repetitive for the stream, because I want to make progress for the stream. But if it was just me doing that over and over again, I wouldn't be getting frustrated. I would actually be rather enjoying it and saying, right, okay, keep bringing it on, because I'm just enjoying this. But you don't want to watch me do the same segment for half an hour, which is what I was doing. Fucking shooting everything over and over again in the same sequence and fucking it all up over and over and over and over and over again. But yeah, they throw way too much at you there. Even for that segment, and I have yet to acquire the super shotgun, so we have yet to see what that's going to do, but I want it, which is why you will see Doom the next time I do come around to playing it some more. So I hope we look forward to that. So that's that covered, and we don't need to discuss it anymore. I thought I'd say that fix that, you know, I'm not completely pissed at the game. The only reason I am pissed at the game is because I am live streaming it, and I don't want to be boring for you guys of me doing the same thing over and over. And that last platforming section bit was a bit poop, let's face it. How are you supposed to notice a thing that's high up in the wall when you think it's a secret because I acquired a thing and I'm like, right, I got the secret. Let's go back to focus on what the fuck I was doing before. You're not going to worry about fucking, I don't know, I'm going to start all over again. So yes, I got pissed. But hey, don't we all? I like it when I get pissed, actually. Makes better viewing for some reason, I don't know. There's some magic goes on there. I'm like, oh god, this is terrible black. See, it's like complete gold. I don't know, what do you think about that? If you did watch the Doom live stream last time, let me know what you thought of that. If you clocked out or if you tuned out, then do tell. Because I'm trying, but you know, shit happens when you're live streaming stuff. Because that would have been cut out if I was recording it. You know, I said, fuck off. To make me look good, whereas I'm the reality of what the game is. That's why I do try and live stream stuff like that, because then you see how much trouble a game can potentially be if there isn't some YouTuber out there just cutting out the bits where they suck and to make them flow better and look better and whatever. So that's what I'm just worried about in general when it comes to live streaming, but at least you see the reality of what I'm getting at, rather than me saying, oh, this happened and it sucked and this game sucks. Yeah. You actually saw that it sucked. So there's always justice to live streaming a game rather than recording it, because you get to see the reality of it, and I like that fact. That's just me. Next topic. Chatty Ackie. I'm a leg. No, I'm just kidding. Chatty Ackie, yeah. I have been thinking up a lot of episodes, and I've been writing down stuff for a lot of episodes, so I thought I would throw it down to you, because I'm indecisive of what I'm going to do for the next Chatty Ackie episode. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm still working out fucking my top 20 favourite games of all time. That's going to be a video that's going to come later rather than sooner. So, yeah, but I've wrote down some ideas for what you would like next. If you want me to do another Chatty Ackie, because let's face it, we've got time to do that. I would have time to do that anyway. I would make time to do Chatty Ackie videos, but for now we've got, like, I've got 4 walls to look at, so, yeah. So I wrote down a few interesting ideas, and you can vote or let me know which one you want to see more. Don't say all of them, just pick out one. Because eventually all these will get done anyway. But we can either, there's some videos where I can talk a lot, or there's some videos where we can actually sit back and chill and relax and maybe listen to some music, hint hint. For talking videos, I've got down old videos reaction with a question mark. So I could make a Chatty Ackie where we do that thing where I go back in time and watch some of my old videos that I made, some kind of like some points of interest to where the channel changed or got improved or whatever. You know, we could talk about that, and I can make cheap jokes and whatever. I wouldn't mind watching some old videos of mine and telling you how things were going with stuff and things at that point when I was making them and whatever, and etc, etc. So we could do that. So yeah, I've got down top 20 Simpsons episodes, because I've been watching them. I've been watching all my old box sets. Yay. So I was keen to see if I was to break it down exactly, because there's a fucking lot of good episodes, but for me personally, I know that there's a top few that stand out up there, but where would they rank in a top 20 list? So if you wanted to know that and you're a Simpsons fan, or you're just curious on if you should get invested in watching some Simpsons episodes during the pandemic that is, then I obviously you want to watch the best ones that I would find interesting. So yeah, so if you want to know that, I can do a top 20 Simpsons episodes. Also, we might as well go into wrestling territory and say my top 10 favorite wrestlers of all time. I could talk about wrestling and stuff and be stupid. And then, so that was for the chatty portions. And then for music, yeah, I got music categories here. If you want to listen to some good tunes while you're just chilling and enjoying just being at home, doing fucking nothing, um, then I could do a top 20 Sonic game tunes, or I could do a top 20 Zelda game tunes, or a top 20 Bomberman game tunes. So that's Sonic, Zelda, or Bomberman, because those are the music from those games I like, I think, the most. There's a few other games, but they're not a big enough series for me, because those are my top series that I like in terms of video games. So I would have the most knowledge of music from those video games. So yeah. But yeah, what do you think? Reacting to old videos, me, or top 20 Simpsons episodes, or top 10 wrestlers, top 20 Sonic tunes, top 20 Zelda themes, or top 20 Bomberman themes, or tunes, whatever, music. So make a choice, or I'll just pick one at random and we'll do that. I might do a music one if I don't get any votes, because I like listening to music from video games, and I want to, yeah. Just music needs to be talked about more in the music in the music industry, in the video game industry, because yeah, some people put their heart and soul into some of the songs out there that you find in video games, and people overlook them. You know, sometimes I feel some soundtracks for video games can be fucking really impressive, and I want to talk about it. So yeah, and well, I guess we'll finalize this video off with another Mario Maker 2 stuff. So quite recently, I have recorded a Mario Maker 2 episode, and you'll see that episode on the weekend. So I'm going to upload it on Saturday, because I've already edited it a little bit together, and I'm going to edit a little bit more over Thursday and Friday, so then it's ready for Saturday indefinitely, so no delays there. But yeah, the game recently had a huge update, and I'm like, so a lot of the news I do say in that video is going to be translated here, which is why I'm, you know, I've left this to the last topic, so I feel just want to wait for the video to come out on Saturday and learn about what I'm gonna do for the game then you can watch it then. But in the meantime, if you are gonna stay now, then obviously the game, yeah, so the game had a huge update, and well, I say huge update, well, it is a huge update, because they added a lot of stuff that you can add into your levels again. Lots of interesting stuff, and I'm making new levels, and also there has been motivation to make those new levels, because they also released an update where you can make your own world. And then what you do is you take the world and you put all your levels in that you've made into the world, so that people can experience them in like an actual video game format, like in the style of Super Mario Brothers 3 or Super Mario World, and those games where you had the overworld and then you go to each individual section and play a level. And that's what they've done with Mario Maker 2 now. So you might see my own world if you're following me on Mario Maker 2, with some 100% original levels. You won't see any levels that I've already uploaded on there. There'll be a whole batch of new ones, and I made sure that they're very nice levels to play, because I like those stars and I like people playing my levels. So they're very nice levels, and if you lose, then that's down to skill, not me going, haha, I trolled you, you didn't see that one coming, did you? So get ready for some very nice, scenic looking, sexy levels that I've been making in my prison. So I've been doing that. And that's going to about wrap things up, I think. But yeah, like I said, you'll see the video on Saturday, and I'll be talking about more of that stuff. But you can leave level codes for worlds now, so... and I already give a demonstration on that video as Bajutland made a world, and I will be showing that off on Saturday. Sound good then? So, yeah. I think I've covered everything. Hallelujah. You can all fucking go back into your secluded little holes now and do whatever it is you do. How do I end this off? I'm going to thank everyone for watching and not wasting your time. Hopefully I'm distracting you from your valuable time that you've got loads of now. If you are self-isolating. If you're not self-isolating, then that's great. Just stay safe. Fuck. Although I have been hearing fairly good news here and there, but I don't know if it's false news or not, but whatever. Apparently I'm not going to be returning to work yet, so I've got plenty of time, so... yeah. I'm done. I'm going. Goodbye. I hate ending off these videos because I just like talking more. I just want to talk more. Chatty Ackie, give me an episode that I can make for you guys. I want to talk. I want to talk. Talk. Alright, I am going. Fucking... Oh wait. No pad of knowledge dies. I'll see you however and whenever. Good day. And goodbye, and look forward to the future around here. Woo. Ending now. Bye.